Right, so we split our four research sections into costumes. So I did costumes and props, and Harry did locations and actors. So basically, I just split it up into, we analysed from our research, so what kind of the target audience wanted, and then from that gained kind of what's conventional of the genre. So like 1975 and the Wombats, kind of what they're wearing. And then the costumes for the narrative, we kind of wanted to be like quite a normal narrative is what we've seen conventionally. So we just kind of went with normal everyday clothes. So for example, we've used work clothes for when they're leaving to go out the door, so the audience can make assumptions of kind of that obviously they're going to work, so we can show like a large amount of that meaning in the short time. And then So for the production costumes, we've used quite indie, like we've looked up indie fashion kind of styles. Obviously, it's not perfect, but with like a very little budget, I think we did all right. Props wise, obviously conventional props being the actual instruments of the video, but what we did find conventionally was the instruments and props themselves paid quite a key part in the actual videos, as in the angles used to film them. Narrative props that we used were kind of just everyday items, so keys, toothbrush, coffee cups, kind of bowls, and then obviously all the kind of clothing and etc. that goes with it. And then obviously on the last day we saw kind of a switch to more like recreational props, so such as like the PlayStation, the iPhone, and then kind of like the beer bottles. Yeah, and then production props was obviously just the instruments themselves.
On my side, I did the actors and costumes, and after again looking at the surveys and the interviews, it became obvious what type of actor we wanted, and it was going to be an independent male character. We also looked at a couple of music videos by the Arctic Monkeys and Oasis of this indie rock genre, and they seemed to also use a lead male role that didn't show too much emotion, which is obviously going to be relatable to our target audience. And the actual actors that we did use, we used two different males that we focused on, one on the production, one on the story, and we used one female who we tried to keep a minor part so the audience didn't side with her. When I was looking at the locations, we also used our own conducted interviews and surveys. And for the narrative part, I've decided that we used a normal location in a house. So this was just a couple of rooms, like a bedroom, bathroom and kitchen, so the audience become familiar with this. And then again I looked at production videos for bands, and bands like the 1975 and Arctic Monkeys often use performances in their music videos, and a professional look of them performing the song, and that's what we recreated. So when we came to do our production, we had easy access to a theatre which had David Theatre. It also gave us lights to make it look very professional, and great floor space for the drum kit and guitars, and that made our film and our production look really realistic, as if they were performing the song live.